And we want to welcome everybody to Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club. This is America's elite businesses up close and personal, week 3 at Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club. Check out the interviews and all the amenities. Check us out. We want to welcome everybody again to America's elite businesses up close and personal. I'm your host, Chris Jones, and we are week 3 at Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club. We were at the clubhouse just a week ago. We're back with Rod Perry, the golf pro, and we were at the pro shop, but we are in an intellectual setting today. What brought us in here, Rod?
Sure. So this is our library we have up in our clubhouse. It's available for use pretty much 24/7, 365 for all the residents that are here at Crane Lakes. And yeah, kind of a cool room, nice and quiet. All the books go out on loan and stuff. And if you're a reader, great asset.
It's a magnificent clubhouse. We were in here a week ago as we met over at the Food and Beverage. It's all the beautiful facility where they feed all these 800 homes here. And we went through the clubhouse. It's magnificent. We had our hearts set on being outside today, but of course the wind kind of blew us in. But we're going to be here for many more months here, so we'll get to see a whole lot more of Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club. But you have a list today of things that are important on your heart, and it works directly with Crane Lakes. Can we talk about them, Rob?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. So basically, just first, who are we? We're Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club first and foremost. We're a kind of a high-end, active, 55 and over adult community. And we've got 810 homes here at Crane Lakes. We're just outside the city limits of Port Orange, but it's so conveniently located to Dunlawton Avenue here, where you've got Publix and Walgreens and all the stores and amenities that you might want. And it's really just one left turn. It's really easy for our folks. Even a few of them make it up there via their electric bikes or whatnot, and a nice daily walk up to Publix. So
you know what I see when I come in here every time is a golf course.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the beautiful beginning of Crane Lakes, and then of course the golf course, the pro shop, everything to the right. And when a facility is built like this, they're called PUDs. They're planned unit developments,
mm-hmm.
where they want to have every amenity for people to build homes and also to attend places like this. The golf facility is first and foremost, and it's beautiful. Do you think that was a plan to put it right in the beginning?
So it's an interesting story. I've heard both sides of the story.
Right.
I've heard obviously the story that after the fact, the golf course brings value.
Absolutely.
And certainly brings a high quality of life. It's the part of the business that I'm directly responsible for, and it's a great way. We use it as a marketing tool.
Absolutely.
We host 33,000 rounds of golf a year, and about half of that is public play. We're not strictly a private club.
Right.
We are a private club for the people that live inside Crane Lakes.
Okay.
Very reasonable private golf prices. I mean, we're at $3,400 for a couple and $2,300 for a single member, and that takes you for an entire year. That's
Wow.
cart included. You can play as much golf as you want. So it's kind of a lost leader in the way that if you're an active golfer and you like playing a lot of golf, move into Crane Lakes.
You know, it's kind of funny. We talked about the many things that go on in here: public, private, and you're hosting. Is it a PGA golf tournament, which is upcoming?
Yeah. I would necessarily wouldn't call it a PGA tournament. It's what we call our Crane Lakes Invitational.
An invitational.
It's sponsored by our local Chick-fil-A here at
Okay.
Gateway Center. The owner and operator down here is named Shan Queen.
Okay.
And Shan is probably the most philanthropic guy in all of Port Orange.
What was that word?
Shan Queen Philanthropic. This is
Okay.
very big for a golf pro to use this word, but Shan supports so many awesome, you know,
Events and causes.
absolutely charity events. I mean, he gets.
That's great.
I know how much golf I give away to charities.
Yes.
I can only imagine how much chicken he has to give away.
Oh my goodness.
So we use it to raise money for the Chick-fil-A Wind Shape Camp for Kids, and it's a nationwide camp program that Chick-fil-A is behind. And basically, we sponsor about 15 underprivileged kids through our golf tournament to go to camp.
And that's upcoming.
It is.
It's next weekend, is that correct? The
It's in
29th, 30th?
It's in 6 days.
It's in 6
Yeah.
days. Okay, it crept up on us very quickly
Big time.
here. Let's go on. You know, we talked before we came in, and you said, Chris, I got some really important things on my mind, and I'm ready to share them with me. Tell us about Crane Lakes and all the involvement and things that you guys are doing.
Yeah, so, you know, obviously we're an 18-hole golf course. You know,
Okay.
we've got fantastic golf facilities here. We're kind of known for a couple things in particular. We're known for having very consistently high quality and conditions of play. Kind of in the economic downturn back, you know, 5 or 8 years ago,
Right.
unfortunately, golf courses were really struggling. And because of the way our business is set up, we've been very fortunate to be well funded. So we're able to keep playing conditions at a premium.
We also talked, and I don't remember the time frame. You said we're going to do a complete resurrection on this golf course, and there's going to be no assessments, which
Right.
attests to a great game plan behind that.
Sure, we did that already. We did in 2014.
Okay.
And you know, the lifespan of a green complex and bunker is, you know, somewhere between 10 and 15 years.
Okay.
And we're halfway into that already. So yeah, I'm sure our ownership is looking at that in the future, and we'll do our absolute best to keep that reputation up as being a first-class private and daily fee club.
Well, that's important. I mean, I've golfed on lots of courses, and you can see a course that's fell on hard times,
Mhm.
and they're doing whatever they need to do to stay in business.
Yeah.
This place is at a high level at all times.
It is.
As you said, from the ownership, from the game plan on how to make this a wonderful, not just a golfing community, but a community where people want to stay and live and,
Sure.
and set up their homes. What are some of the other things? I mean, you've been here for 17 years.
Mhm.
You have a dream job. You golf all day. Lessons. Let's talk about that for
Yeah.
people. Can an outside person who doesn't live in here come get lessons from you?
Absolutely. Yeah, our instruction programs, you know, obviously they're there for our members. They're
Okay.
there for public play. We do Saturday morning clinics every Saturday from 10 to 11:30. We do a clinic that's open to anyone. Weekly junior clinics Wednesdays from 4 to 5:30. We have about 28 kids on the average every Wednesday
Right.
afternoon. We run an awesome PGA Junior League team, which is a nationwide initiative that the PGA of America sponsors. About 60,000 kids nationwide participate. Once again, we're in a 55 and over community here. We had 17 kids last year on our PGA Junior League team.
What about the colleges? I mean, we're in a
Sure.
demographically college environment between Bethune-Cookman and Daytona State. Do you have any affiliations with them?
We do, yeah. I mean, you know, we open our doors to them.
Awesome.
You know, we allow them to come out and play and practice as they see fit. We're not necessarily the host facility for any single school,
Okay.
but we certainly want to be able to support our local colleges and really our high schools as well. You know, we let about 4 or 5 high school teams in the area come out here and practice.
Well, that's great. You know, we talked before this, and I'm an old school guy. I want to talk about the PGA tournament and all the, you know, I'm a Tiger Woods fan. And
Sure.
who isn't? I mean, he did incredible things in his prime, and you know, like any athlete, there's a slide in everybody's career.
Mm-hmm.
Is he rebounding, or is he just getting lost in the fold now with some of the younger names that are starting to show themselves?
Yeah, I mean, Tiger's still at the top. You know?
Is he
I mean,
really?
Yeah, I mean, his game might not be quite where it was at one time.
Gotcha.
You know, we're all forgetting he won the Masters last year.
He did win the Masters. That's
So,
right.
You know, I wouldn't doubt him. I think any time that people have doubted Tiger, he's kind of made it his life's mission to
To overcome.
show them their wrongs.
Right.
And I think Tiger still has you know, an awful lot of good golf ahead of him, and that only does great things for the game of golf and certainly the business of golf. We've got some great people coming up behind him, obviously.
Some of the younger ones. See, I'm not
Yeah.
familiar with the names. Are there any
Sure.
Tiger Woods as young players? Or
No,
not
I
really?
mean, Tiger's a generational kind of guy. You know,
Awesome.
I mean,
Great to
we you know, we had Nicholas, we had Palmer, we had Tiger. You know, will there be another Tiger? Of course.
Of course.
Will you and I be around to see that? I don't know.
Well, I'm taking a lot of vitamins now.
Right.
I'm planning on living, you know,
Sure.
maybe an extra 10 or 30 days.
Yeah, when you look at Tiger, what he's done, he's got 83 PGA Tour wins. He's matched the all-time number of wins. You know, if you go down next on the list, you're at Phil Mickelson. I think he's right around 42 or 43.
I love Phil Mickelson. I've always loved his game. One of the greatest lefties to ever to tee it off.
And a great entertainer.
He is.
He's great to watch.
Great
Phil the Thrill, we call him. I mean, you just never know what he's going to do next. And you'll constantly see characters coming out of the PGA Tour like that. Ricky Fowler's doing a great job, you know, kind of following in Phil's footsteps a little bit and really being kind of a fans player. Really engages a lot with the people. But you know, these young guys, they're young, they're talented, they're athletes.
Yes, they are.
And they're capable of doing some pretty cool things.
When we talk about some of the spectacular things that go on in Daytona, in Volusia County, I went to my first Daytona 500 race, and I've been to Super Bowls, I've been to all kinds of sporting events. I was blown away. It was just a magnificent event, and I can see why Daytona has embraced it for as long as they have. What can we bring into Volusia County with all the good golf courses and the elite golf courses to bring a big event here?
Sure.
How can we put it together?
We've had it a little bit in the past, you know, with LPG International being built up in Daytona.
That's right.
At the, you know, over the past 15 years, it's been the home of the LPGA Tour, and I hope that continues. I hope we continue to see, you know, economic development in Daytona. I'd love to see golf. I'm a little bit selfish in this aspect. I want to see Daytona become known as a golf town and a race town second. We're a little bit away from that yet.
A little bit.
But I don't know how Chitwood and the guys up there at the racetrack would think about that. But hopefully golf continues to explode here in the Daytona Beach area. And I want Crane Lakes to be a big part of that.
Let's talk about that. 17 years here. Do we got another 17 at Crane Lakes? Should we do it in smaller increments?
Yeah, we'll see. Probably smaller increments.
Well, I think we want to remind everybody this is America's Elite Businesses Up Close and Personal. We've got Rod Perry, the golf pro, with us today. We're inside the clubhouse. A windy day kind of obscured us, but we're having fun. We're articulately talking about golf here. We got a couple minutes left in this podcast. What sets this place out? I mean, there's golf courses all over the place. Very few of them sit in beautiful communities.
Sure.
Is that one of the niches you guys
It
have?
is. You know, we're just, it's a fun, friendly place to play golf. The conditions are consistent at a high level for daily fee golf.
Okay.
You know, we really try to make it our mission every day to treat our guests the same way we treat our members. A lot of them are repeat customers. We get to know them by name. We get to know their likes, their dislikes, what kind of beer they drink. You know, we just want them to enjoy their time here. And if that leads to them eventually moving in and buying a home here in Crane Lakes, all the better.
Is there any lots available? We talked before, 800 lots, and most of them are built on. Almost everything is full. Can this place expand?
So we're at 800 right now. We'll soon be up to 810.
The new stuff in the beginning.
Yeah, the
we
new
saw
stuff,
that.
the new development. So we've got 8 new homes coming in.
Great.
Those will be available, and then obviously we get some resales as well. So you know, on average about 30 to 50 homes per year turnover. So there's always opportunities to buy I don't want to say a used home, but certainly one that's been lived in before. And I think the future's pretty bright.
Well, I also think that the vitamins I'm taking, if I pass them on to you, that I think you have another 17 years
Awesome.
left here at Crane here. We've got about a minute left. Just to remind everybody, you can catch this podcast all over the place, Titan Media Entertainment Inc.com. Of course, our YouTube, and we've got all kinds of platforms that we're qualifying for right now. Rod Perry, Golf Pro. Rod, we got about a minute left here. Within a couple seconds, how would you describe this place, and how do we draw people that don't know about Crane Lakes? How do we get them to come in?
Sure. So golf course is the best way. You know,
That's why it's the first spot.
golf course is the best way. Book a tee time, come play. CraneLakesGolf.com. Great way. Golf Now, Golf 18 Network. There's a bunch of different booking agencies that you can book online, and it's just a great way to see and experience the community.
Well, this is our third time out here, and we've been on the links, we've been in the clubhouse, we've been in the library. We'll be here for a couple more months. We certainly invite everybody to come out and join, of course, our podcast where we're Rod Perry, Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club. We'll see you guys next week.